Welcome to the Garrard's Gold end of year wrap. I'm Coach Stevie G, and tonight we look back at the season that was 20 years in the making, and what a season it was. It was a massive season. 57 videos, 20 hours, 3 minutes, 7 seconds of pure Garrard's Gold chaos, and it all started with the launch video. I don't know if you saw it, but meet Coach Stevie G. That was how I launched it. And then we went into the live team draw. We did 31 weekly wrap videos, 13 final whistle interviews, and 11 award videos. And that sort of made up the whole season. We've really taken things to a new level. But I'll tell you what, I've thoroughly enjoyed the season. Hopefully you did as well. But the video content doesn't stop there. I've had a special video being produced by none other than Indy Garrard, and a big special thank you to you, Indy, for pulling this video together. I'm going to play it right now. Hopefully it all works. Welcome to the weekly wrap with Coach Stevie G. This is where I take you through all the results for the round. So let's get straight into it. Not lucky for Goodbye Freckles with that theme song, or basically that statement before. Coach Stevie G, I have a very there we have it. Yeah. There you go. There it is. That's the intro song. So strap in, because we're having a bit of a laugh along the ways. And as I always say, keep your tips smart, your banner sharp, and remember, it's all fun and games until the final whistle.
Meninja, sorry. Team Meninja come up with 4.
Outstanding work, Indy. That was definitely a highlight, seeing Jack struggle over Team Meninga, or whatever it is that he was trying to spit out. But again, Indy, thank you. Really appreciate that. It's going to be a great video to have in the archives to look back on in many years to come. And talking about many years, 20 years. So this is the 20th anniversary of the Garrard's Gold footy tipping competition. And I tell you what, we've come a long way from being in the garage at the back using real estate cards to fill out the footy tipping competition. And now we've gone global. We've taken over ESPN footy tips. We've got a website. We've got YouTube and all the socials going on. So we've come a long way in the last 20 years. I probably should have pushed the 20 years anniversary thing a little bit more this year. I did come up with the branding to go with the logo, but it is something I'm quite proud of, building this community, and looking forward to building it continually for 20 more years to come. Now, I have a bit of an agenda, but knowing me, I'm probably not going to follow it. And there's a fair bit to get through, but hopefully I can get through all the content in about 10 minutes or so. The main tipping comp. So I want to cover off the highlights for the main tipping comp. But before we go through my highlights, we've got to announce officially the 2025 Garrard's Gold Footy Tipping Competition champion is none other, and of course, the Hayne Plane. It was outright leader throughout most of the back end of the season, and well-deserved. Josh Adams is our 2025 champion. He will get the trophy that you see in the background, but he'll also receive all this, I don't know if you can see it, there it is, all this cash that he will be coming his way at the end of the week. I've heard that he's getting knee surgery tomorrow, so we're going to let him recover, and hopefully you do recover, mate. But we'll be over your place later in the week or early next week to drop off your money and the trophy that's going to live at your place for the next 12 months until next year. So there you go, the Hayne Plane. He is our official winner. Now, I did enjoy watching his journey, especially in the back end of the season, because he was ranked so high in the overall site ladder. I did have a look this afternoon. He ended up finishing 141st, so he sort of dropped down a little bit from where he was probably a month before grand final, but still an outstanding effort. And I'll throw up the comp ladder, because let's have a look how everybody else went, where everybody else came. So obviously the Hayne Plane comes out first. And then we've got Lucky Ducky 656 is second. If I just scroll up a bit, you can see there the ESPN has acknowledged the top 4. So Lucky Ducky 656, just 3 points behind Haim Plain. He was very, very close. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. We've spoken about some differences that you could have picked, and he could have been fighting it out in the grand final for the overall winner. But unlucky, mate. You just didn't get there. But maybe next year. I managed to snag and hold on to third spot. So pretty proud of that effort. I don't think I've ever come in the top 3 in the 20 years that I've run this comp. And Bunny's 2022. He's jumped into 4th spot, which meant Up Cronulla's jumped down. And just have a quick look here. He's jumped down into 6th spot. So I know him and I watched the grand final together over at Michelle's place, and there was a number of scenarios that could have happened regarding the result of the grand final. So second and third were definitely up for grabs, but unlucky. Up Cronulla didn't get there. We got Bronx 78. He slotted into 5th spot. Winning Eel 7th. Parasan 8th. The Monster, he did quite well in the back end of the season. He moved into 9th spot. Rampant Roosters always in the top 10. Did well. Another solid effort. Righty 72, Hendo, Lee Gray, and the list goes on. The Beast, he did really well. And then Young Elizabeth, outstanding tipping, coming 16th overall. Well done. That's Chris's daughter. And then the list goes on. You can see the top 25, and I'll just call out a few people that Tipperary Panther, she did really well. That's Mary, getting 32nd. I thought she'd finish a little bit higher because she was always seeming to getting daily end points. So she was always doing quite well in the rounds. Maybe she had a poor start to the season, but well done, coming 32nd. What else we got? Snapper Racing. I noticed that he had a strong finish. You can see there with a few bonus points. His final series, actually, I did speak to him. He said he was going to go for it. He's a little bit like me. There's no prizes for 2nd and 3rd or 4th. You're either going to win it or you're not. So I think he must have taken some risks in the final series, which is what moved him down into 38th. And then again, like I said, you can see the list goes on. There's a top 50. Have a look to see where you came in the overall tipping comp. But again, the Haim Plain is our winner for 2025. Well done to him. Other highlights. So doing the Meet Coach Stevie G video, that was I put a lot of time into that when I launched this year, knowing I was going to do online content. So that was a highlight for me. Just learning how to do videos, getting online, throwing myself in the deep end, doing all these videos through YouTube was a massive learning curve. And I look back today when I was getting ready for this video to see some things I can include and what I could talk about. And I'll tell you what, there has been a massive dramatic improvement from round 1 weekly wrap to the end of year. So I can definitely see some growth. And personally, I've really enjoyed this year doing the online content. And some other things that I've noted down here as highlights for the year was the final whistles. So doing the interviews and learning more about the people that are a part of the footy tipping comp. That was what the final whistle was designed to do, and I think it did exactly that. I learned plenty, and I'll get into that later on when I talk about the final whistle. Actually, it's the next category that I'm going to talk about. But really loved doing the final whistles. The whole family got involved, friends as well, and really loved the support that everyone jumped in and was a part of that final whistle concept. Jack's round 21 weekly wrap. So when he kicked me out of the producer's chair and took over and did the weekly wrap, that was in the highlights of Indy's video. That was definitely something that stood out to me. And then our family trips, we went to Wollongong and Canberra to watch the Eels as a collective, as a family, and they were my 2025 highlights for the competition. All right, the final whistle. So who took part? What are the highlights? I'll start off by saying that, as I said just before, the final whistle series was about trying to get to know people that didn't know each other. So I know most people across the comp, but obviously most people don't. So those final whistles was a little bit of a sneak peek and introduction to the faces behind those display names on the ladder. So hopefully you got as much out of the final whistles as what I did. And I've written down some notes here. And again, I just whipped these up in the last probably hour and a half or so before jumping online tonight. So I've written down some notes. And Mitch Storm, finding out that Mitch Storm isn't a Storm supporter and his last name is Storm and he actually goes for the Tigers. So that really took me by surprise because I was giving Mitch I think for the last 5 years, a hard time being a Storm supporter. If you know me, you know that I absolutely hate the Storm. So to find out that Mitch wasn't a Storm supporter was quite funny. What else we got here? Chris, finding out Chris O'Keefe. He's named after Chris Anderson, the Bulldogs winger. Now, had no idea that was the case. So I learned something about the brother-in-law. Libby, finding out that Libby loves writing poems and she does it regularly in her diaries was another takeaway. And then learning that one of Phil's sporting heroes, my brother, was Pat Rafter. I've got Pat Rafter hanging up on the wall down here in the bar. So he's someone that I've always looked up to, but didn't realise my older brother also rates Pat Rafter. So there you go. And then a big thank you to the assistant coach, Beck. She helped me with the final whistles throughout the year as well. So a big thank you to her when she was available, when she wasn't working shift work. She was always jumping in to help me with the final whistle. So a big thank you to Nurse Freckles. What else have I got here? And the 13 people, of course, the 13 people that took part. So Jason, Lisa, Greg Alley, Stumpy and Mary, Indy, Snapper, Libby, Michelle, Mick and Jamie, Richard, Jacko, Chris and Phil. A massive big thank you for getting involved. There is a lot of work, like I said, that goes into the final whistle behind the scenes. So hopefully I can better plan and get more people involved next year. I really will be looking to try to interview some different people next year, but I will, maybe call back upon those 13. But a massive big thank you to those 13 people. It's not easy to put yourself out of your comfort zone, jumping online. And I know it did exactly that. There was probably half the people that I interviewed told me that it's not something that they would really feel comfortable doing, but they did it anyway. They did it because they were helping support me with this footy tipping comp. So I do really appreciate everybody helping. Now we did have a little bit of family competition behind the scenes, a little bit of banter on a Facebook group. So I'm going to call out the top 3 views of those final whistles. So the overall, and not that there's a winner or a loser, because honestly, the views didn't matter to me, but it was a little bit of banter behind the scenes. Lisa, you got 86 views, so you topped the most views for the final whistle. And then Jason, 75 views, beating your mum by 1. She got 74 views. So that was the top 3 people for the final whistle views. So a little bit of banter there. The teams comp. Okay, let's do a little bit of a recap of the teams comp. So Team Meninga, or Meninja, as Jack would say, was our minor premiers. But unfortunately, they, a little bit like the Canberra Raiders, they fell a little bit short. It's actually quite coincidental that it's Team Meninga and Canberra falling at the last couple of hurdles in the NRL. But yeah, Team Meninga were our minor premiers. But the grand final was between Team Gaznia and Team Lewis, and Team Gaznia won 43-42. So the Team Gaznia was the 2025 Teams Comp champions, and the people that are in that team get free entry into next year. And this is the shield. If I can pull it up here somehow. This is the shield that goes, how do I do this? That goes up into the bar out the back, and your names will be etched in on that trophies. That's the Les Bank Memorial Shield. Something that we've done for the last three years. I think 4 years if you include the trial year when I was trialing the concept, and then 3 official years, and this will be the 4th. But the whole idea of the teams comp was to increase participation, so people tipped all the way through to the grand final and not dropped off because they weren't at the top of the ladder. And again, it works. The most people did put their tips in, and there's some people in the teams, which I'm going to read through the names. They actually, were quite low down on the ladder, and have really had no chance of winning the tipping comp, but managed to get into the winning team and their money back and free entry next year. And those team members are Anthony Aloisi, Dwayne Gorey, Jacqueline Lowe, Deborah Palmer, Mary Martin, Paul Garrard, Angela Riddell, and Tim Smith are our Team Gaznia team members who will get free entry into next year. So you're all financial, ready to rock and roll. You're in the teams comp next year, so you won't have to worry about the financial priority order because you're automatically in next year. All right, moving on to the Daily M medal. The Hain Plain, he was our Daily M medalist. He wins the $100. There's $100 in here that is part of his money. Actually, I didn't say how much money he won. I don't think I did. So it was $1,100 for first prize, and he got $100 additional for the Daily M medal as well. So he ends up snagging $1,200 total for the tipping comp. So yeah, he's 21 points. He takes out the Daily M medal. He'll get the replica medal when we take over the trophy as well. Elizabeth came second on 20 points. Outstanding. Really, really close. Only 1 point behind. Young Elizabeth nearly snagged the Dahlia medal. I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The Dahlia medal, I think, is one of the most prestigious out of the whole lot. Obviously, winning the overall comp is important, but the Dahlia medal, I will be increasing the prize money for the Dahlia medalists next year. I don't know what amount yet, depending on how many people we have and how I do the cuts and the percentages, but they will definitely be getting more than $100. And then Bunny's 22. He got 18 points. Outstanding, Mick. Very close to just one 3 points. Taking 3 Daily M points round away from tying with the Hain plane. That's the Daily M medal. Then we had the last man standing. Now, what an interesting last man standing was. So that runs like every other last man standing you've probably heard of. We had it wasn't mandatory. It was just people that were interested in being involved. It was an additional $25 to participate in the last man standing. 34 people put their hand up and jumped in on the last man standing. After week 1, we had 5 people get knocked out, so it left 29 people. And week 2 saw every single other person get knocked out except one. That last man standing. That was the Panthers v the Roosters. So Roosters beat the Panthers 38-32, and 28 people picked Panthers, knocking out pretty much the whole field, except one person, and that was a monster, Chad Harris. He picked the Bulldogs over the Titans, and the Bulldogs won 40-24. So he easily got that leg up. And after 2 weeks, there was a last man standing winner, and I think he took home like $800 or $900. It was something crazy, but that was the easy, light work for Chad. He's back to back, actually. Oh no, he didn't win it. The year before there was controversy. Michelle won it last year, as in Deputy LM, but he coulda, shoulda, woulda, and that's the story. If you watch the final whistle with Snapper Racing, you'll get a little bit of insight to the story behind why Chad didn't win the 2024 last man standing competition. But it'll be happening again next year, so keep your eyes out when I start communicating next year's comp, and I'll probably start early. I won't be able to help myself, but the difference next year will be that we will start in round 2. So with the split round, because of teams playing in Vegas, it really did make it hard for people picking teams. So I have received that feedback for the last couple of years, and I really should have probably done it this year. And I didn't, but I should have. But next year, 100% we'll be starting the last man standing comp in round 2. So there isn't that split round with Vegas, so people can see the ins and outs before they're having to put their tips in. But stay tuned. You'll find out more as the next season kicks off. Right. What else have we got here? That's pretty much it. We've got the awards wrap. So I just want to, if you have been watching the videos leading up to the grand final, I've posted a video, pretty much 1 or 2 videos every day leading to the grand final, and that's all the award winners. So if you haven't seen those, go back into YouTube and have a look at those videos. But I'll run through who the winners were for all the different award categories, and I think there was 11 or 12, and they were the wooden spoon for the lowest. Actually, before I read them out, the people that were eligible for these award categories were only people that put their tips in throughout the whole year, and also it's only for the regular season. So from round 1 to round 27. Anyway, jumping into the awards category, wooden spoon for the lowest points scored in the regular season was Rebecca Garrard, midwife Freckles. Well done for getting the wooden spoon. I was going to have a wooden spoon here to give it to her tonight, but didn't get time to organise it. Tackle of the year for the best sledging and banter throughout the season was Michelle Garrard, Deputy LM. The amount of banter and sledging that was going on throughout the season from Michelle was outstanding. So she takes tackle of the year. Try of the year for the highest participation across all online platforms was Ray Jones, Tiger Gold. Well done, Ray. Now, there was probably 3 or 4 other people that were very, very closely followed by Ray. But you take out the category this year. So well done to to you, Ray, the referee of the year. So the person that regularly asks for bunker review or an investigation was Jack Garrard, Lucky Ducky 656, always in my ear, questioning and challenging things throughout the season. Rookie of the year for the highest ranked newbie into the competition, none other than obviously the Hayne playing Josh Adams. He took out the rookie of the year. Assistant coach of the year was the person with the lowest margin in the comp. That was Mick Meehan, Bunnies 22. Well done, Mick. You took out assistant coach of the year. Coach of the year, the most full rounds in the regular season, Stephen Garrard. Coach Stevie G, you little rip snorter. There should be some money for coach of the year, I'm sure. What a coincidence that I branded myself as Coach Stevie G and I take out coach of the year category. You couldn't have scripted any better. Captain of the year, last man standing winner, as I just said, Chad Harris. He took out captain of the year. Team of the year, Team Gaznia, and all the team members. Congratulations to you. Daily M, player of the year was Josh Adams. We've covered that off. And then obviously players of the year for first, second, third, Josh, Jack, and Stevie G. That is everyone. That's all the different categories. Now, I have sort of thrown a bit of I've got 41 chats. Holy shit. I'm probably not going to get to read through them. But what I did was, if you had seen it on Facebook, I did share the link where you can jump onto this stream and have a chat and tell me what you think and whatever. Add a little bit of extra dynamics apart from me just talking to the screen. Now, I have shared it on Facebook and also shared it in our footy chat, our family footy chat. But I can't see how I add 5 seats left. So if you are wanting to jump on and tell me if it's not working, I'm getting text messages. Let me just, before it's not working for me. All right, so I'm going to, here we go. Someone, here we go. We've got Indy. Indy could be the first person. So the link works. If you having trouble with the link, I apologize, but it's working because Indy's worked it out, which is quite.
Hey.
How you're gonna have to put that on mute in the background.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm so glad you're the first person to jump on. Purely
I'm not
because,
on. Oh, there we go. Okay, right.
Because I really want to say a big thank you. That wasn't the only video that you produced for me this year. You produced the one for Wollongong as well. You have helped me out, and you've always been a massive supporter. So big thank you to you.
My pleasure.
What was your highlight for the year?
Ooh, obviously the trip to Wollongong. Love that. What else? Because we found out some more exciting news that day.
Oh, we did.
Probably that. That would be my number one.
Yep.
This is like flipped. I'm wigging out on my phone right now.
Yes, very good. No, I've thought the Wollongong trip was outstanding. We should do that more often. And we often do get together for either State of Origin or something throughout the year, at least once. But
we do.
You
know what was also a highlight?
Yeah, go tell me.
That's setting the caravan on fire.
There's a story. That's a story for actually, you know what? That's a story for the final whistle. Next year. But do you want to share it or do you want to leave it? We'll leave it. We'll leave it for another time.
We'll keep it for another time.
Yeah, but that Wollongong trip was a definite highlight for many reasons. And the news that we all found out from going to be an uncle again, and that was all not. For the people that are watching the video, Indy's not pregnant. It's her sister.
No, it's not me.
Her sister, Brittany. But well, thanks for jumping on. Obviously, the rest of the guys that said that. Oh, hold on. Kiara's jumping on. We'll add her.
Hey. Oh, hey guys. Oh, you look fab.
Kiara's jumping on.
You look
I just came home from work. Wait, I gotta go in the different room.
Hope
you gotta
Stop fighting, bro. I gotta go.
Nice. As a nostril cam.
Oh my god, guys. Sorry. Go somewhere more quiet. This was not the freaking line. Yeah, so I wasn't a part of the footy tipping comp this year, but I will definitely be joining her.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
There we go. How are you, Lisa? Thanks for jumping on.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Now you got to remind me because I get a bit flustered with all these videos. Remind me I have to do the last video at the end because I don't want to sign off and forget without doing it. So just if you can give me a friendly reminder if I look like I'm going to forget.
What video?
We have a special final video to show to sign off. So we'll be doing that after we finish this bit of a chat.
Just a quick hello to just a quick hello from someone special.
Hey, there he is, the man himself. He's all dressed up. He's ready to go. How are you?
No. Hi.
Turn around.
Up the cookies. Look at it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. I love the outfit.
Like he's
Oh, well.
Mwah.
the flag is on it. You've been calling out to Indiana, haven't you?
Hi, Connor.
All right, can we jump on Dad? Let's jump on again. You wanna go out with Dad? Yeah, you can take my Roosters flag down. Yes.
I'm
He just got.
We've got more people joining, guys. Apparently, Mum and Chris, they're attempting to join.
Oh, there. I
Fabulous.
had to scroll. Sorry, I didn't know I had to scroll.
Hey.
Rebecca has just jumped on and said that I didn't get named for any awards. That's okay, Rebecca. At least I didn't get wooden spoon.
This
That's
is.
lovely.
Oh,
I can say it because she's not on, so I can be as tough as I want.
Beck's gonna use that wooden spoon against you. Naughty girl.
Well, happy 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna have to get you. We didn't organise you a new display name throughout the season, so that is going to be mission number 1 for next year. And I'll tell you what, it works. I changed my display name. I came 3rd. That's all you got to do. It's easy.
Prerequisite for next year, buddy.
Yep. Give it some thought. I'm going to be in your ear leading up to in the pre-season. You got one thing to do. Pick yourself a new name.
How did Kiara get on when she's not in the comp? What's going on here?
I'm a terrorist.
Make her pay $25 like the rest of us.
No, she's going to be one of the newbies to add into the comp next year. So she's a guarantee. Her and Shazil, they've already told me they're in.
Yep.
All right.
For ya.
So this is why Michelle won the banter award, because she's just constantly roasting people left, right, and centre.
She's a hater, guys. Hater.
Hey, your mum
Can't just come in out of nowhere. You've got to earn your spot on the live.
We're gonna
weekly wrap.
rename you Deputy Karen of the footy tipping comp.
No. I'm gonna say deputy. What did you give me? Tackle of the year. I got tackle of the year or something. So I'm gonna call myself tackle of the year next year.
Sorry, guys. I don't take deputy.
Look out!
I won't take that.
Well, you're calling someone a loser. I'm assuming that's my wife. I'm just starting to look through the chat, Lisa.
Where's Ray, Lisa?
probably she could jump on.
He's on the chat earlier. I just didn't get a chance to show the chats because I was on a roll. Once I start getting,
I got a screwball for him.
He's still on.
I should get myself off of the main screen and put it. There you go. I'm having a bit of fun here clicking these buttons. Well, that's it. Has anyone got anything to share? What changes would you want to see for next year? Is there any changes in the comp? Any highlights? Anything you want to add before we sign off with the official sign-off video?
No changes. I just want to say this publicly on YouTube that we appreciate you and we thank you for organizing everything. You've killed it. You deserve 3rd. I'm happy you got something out of it. And we love you and we appreciate you. And a massive, massive thank you for another great season.
Yeah.
Thank you, Indy.
Same thing. Thank you so much for all the effort put in every single week, Steve. I know you don't love doing it, but you do it, and you are amazing. And we appreciate you put in every video.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Lisa.
I just want to echo what the girls have said. I definitely concur that you go above and beyond. I know it's a passion, but you do it so great. And like, I miss the footy season now that it's over. But when I was sitting here and watching your weekly wraps, it was like I wanted to watch it. It was, it's really engaging. So, thank you for what you do. I look forward to your little spats every week and your little videos, and I think it's great. The biggest bragger.
No, I appreciate that. You brought plenty of people into the comp. This wasn't supposed to be a pat the Stevie G on the back.
Yeah, well, too
exercise.
bad.
But
Maybe get a new assistant coach, someone who can actually give some good advice.
yeah, well, she might. I was surprised she didn't pop down. I did ask her if she. I did interrupt family dinner, so they're all upstairs having dinner about 15 minutes ago or so. So there it is. She might pop down, but I did hear Jack moan and groan. I don't know if he's still here somewhere. No, thank you all. That's pretty much all I have to cover off. If no one else has got anything, I have a special final video to play to finish off the 2025 season. Thanks again for all your support and involvement, and I look forward to 2026.
See ya. Thanks, Stevie G.
Keep your tips smart. Keep your fingers sharp. And remember, it's all fun and games until the final whistle.
Did it work?
It worked.
Did it work properly? Because if it didn't work
Beautiful.
properly, I'll play it again. Hopefully it worked. Again, thank you. Now I am officially ending stream.